Courtney Vandersloot had 16 points, 11 assists, and 7 steals. Marine Johannes added 5 three-pointers and 18 points. And the New York Liberty beat the Atlanta Dream, 110-80. New York scored 100-plus points for the third time this season, with 2 coming against Atlanta. Jonquel Jones finished with 18 points and 9 rebounds for New York. Laney made 4 three-pointers and scored a season-high 19 points. And Breanna Stewart added 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Sabrina Ionescu, who returned after missing 2 games, added 8 points. New York made a season-high 17 three-pointers on 35 attempts. Rhyne Howard scored 24 points for Atlanta. Alisha Gray scored 17 points, and Cheyenne Parker finished with 13 points.
And we take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with the New York Liberty first with Courtney Vandersloot. A lot of swag that we're already seeing courtside as Stewart turns around with swag of her own. In this building, their first game, 8 threes she put up. Gray, high rising. So once again,
as she elevates, it's difficult to contest.
Jonquel Jones from outside.
With Jonquel Jones, she has to do that again tonight.
The scoop underneath.
The early lessons, Stewart leads the league in rebounding. It's never secure until it is.
And after the steal, scoops it to Rhyne Howard.
From getting easy ones.
Game in 10 days. Gray off the left, and that's why Lisa Gray knocks it down.
3 players, at least 3 pairs in one game, Angel, so she's got some backups.
Sitting at 7. Jonquel Jones, she mentioned how she needed to use her size.
Dream head coach Tanisha Wright told us earlier today that their last win in New York was the epitome of how her team should play.
Yeah, she's coming off her first double-double of the season, so that gives you a little confidence. But this blow-by, Atlanta is switching, and New York looking to take advantage of that.
And their number is called #1 scoring bench in the league.
Offensively down the stretch of last season, so showing vast improvement in that area.
Rhyne Howard at the rim.
With contact when necessary, and she
points that she finished with against Dallas. Atlanta comes down with the rebound. And that one rolls in. Tabitha Turner just told us about. D-Rob off the bounce.
You have to use your quickness as a big and find other spaces on the floor. That scope that she had just a couple weeks ago.
The bounce pass by Vandersloot finds the hands of Stewart.
As there used to be.
Stewart knocks down.
I was talking to someone about this earlier when it comes to WNBA rosters.
League, and also was under Tanisha Wright when she was an assistant with the Las Vegas Aces. Drafted to New York, had their season high that everyone should keep their eyes glued on.
Was going to play and get some minutes, and you understand why. She's extremely effective with what she's been given. Missed easy opportunities for Atlanta.
Something she can tip her hat to. Jonquel Jones on the inside going at Cheyenne Parker, gets her own rebound.
Done, but she's gonna try to front JJ and keep her.
Run, brought it back to 8. But the triples for Atlanta. Kayla Thornton once again left alone and
defensive end, and so she can probably deal with the shooting percentage, but missing assignments in transition.
The 3 All-Stars leading the way and opening up opportunities for everyone else to contribute.
Parker from Rhyne Howard as they ended the 12-0 run by New York. That one rims in a pass to Jonquel Jones. That's broken up, finds the hands of Gray.
Second quarter, so Atlanta has got their hands full.
To just how this team is going to have to find a rhythm with chemistry.
This is around and think it's going to come together right away, but we see flashes of brilliance from this team for sure.
Breanna Stewart off the bounce, working her way in the middle. It's everything but chill. She's just lights out, on fire when she comes to Atlanta.
Shooting 54% from the field, 50% a tough bucket.
Haley Jones responds with a bucket of her own. That jump shot no good. Gray, speedy.
Breaking down in tears, and then with their families and just realizing the dream. Beautiful moment. And they were +9 on the glass, so they basically won.
Inside look for Stewart. Bottom. 5 turnovers for Atlanta, picking up their...
They can't necessarily play at the same pace that New York can. In terms of
Haley Jones, who had on the road 6 assists in one of their games, as Alicia Gray.
Paint has not yielded many opportunities for the Dream.
Betnijah Laney held on to that one, finds Johannes, and that one connects.
Man, like, just keep pressing it.
Danielle Robinson, here asking for the ball in the paint, going at Stewart, and draws the foul. Block in every game that she's been in.
To make no...
The bump, still working towards shot, and is able to get Breanna Stewart in the air for the end one. Rhyne Howard now, it's on game and shot clock. Ionescu, 3 and the foul. Sabrina had a couple of these.
Yes, it's a 3-point shot, but I think those are open, Angel, because of the paint game.
Is able to corral it back in. 3 still to work with. Gray outside, drains it. On the other side, New York is just being left alone on the 3-point line.
She was not going to allow that to become a turnover.
Gray on the other rim. Courtney Vandersloot at the line for 2, knocks that one down. How many times she's impacted this game. Jonquel Jones in that first half with 15 points and a triple on the outside.
Make some moves on offense to compromise Atlanta's coverage.
First 9 points for Atlanta.
Good execution by New York on the end out of bounds.
Hesitation move on the left.
But I like what Howard did on that possession, and that's Quell at the rim. Atlanta has the speed.
Point games already. Inside dish to Jonquel Jones.
To come with extra focus and aggressiveness in the second half, guys.
He's a 2021 MVP. Facial expression too from JJ while she was talking with Tab, and she really focuses coming out of the half. As Betnijah Laney
trying to draw assignments offensively, and then defensively, ooh. That's back-to-back block shots for Jonquel.
Oh, Tabitha Turner told us during one of those timeouts, Tanisha Wright was not happy. And Cheyenne Parker finds the dish. Danielle Robinson gets the N1 at the rim. Everyone out of their seat. New York trying to quiet the crowd. Laney left alone. Laney drains it.
In that, the vet max is a little bit more than a rookie salary, so the numbers don't work out. Putting a lot of pressure on the rim.
13 trays for New York. No more rebounds. Has done it all for Atlanta.
That's everybody's show, man.
Rhyne Howard going at Vandersloot is able to draw the foul.
Drum here to the Atlanta Dream Arena.
Right.
You know, this is more of a swag surf crowd than it is the drum crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got to know.
Throws this one away.
So that transition can happen quickly, and they move the ball off the pass.
Monique Billings will check in for Atlanta at the break. This one.
Assist percentage, assist ratio, which we're seeing tonight.
Yes, out of Rhyne Howard's hands. And on the other side, streaks towards the rim. So a double-double for Vandersloot.
Twice.
But a couple of fouls racking up. Laney going at Howard. Spin move, gets to the rim, out the glass. And a dream to go to New York. The bounce pass to Laney, no one around her. A couple of miscues in transition. That was one of the key points as Rhyne Howard is able to draw the foul against Laney.
Advantage of it. on the inside. I mean, the size of New York just poses.
Returns for Dallas. Kalani Brown playing some phenomenal basketball for Dallas as well. And
Did you know that good vision is actually not 20/20? It's
one
like
field goal in Brooklyn in their game 2 and drains it. So you always wonder, as Betnijah Laney, just going back to even the defensive side.
you know, Betnijah has the ability to carry it challenging. And my thought about this team as D-Rob gets a steal, the thing about this New York team that is dangerous is, and there's some bucket makers on this Liberty squad. Challenge, Tab. That's the challenge, is you have to own your one-on-one assignment.
For the Aces, but then too, to compete against a team that's so loaded.
Of WNBA teams in the last few years, exactly the combination. Most people would say that puts pressure on your defense.
And then too, their rematch after the game was
that they were just looked incredible on that end of the floor. And then Phoenix in
her first year. Great size for Atlanta. Wanting to use more of that as Taylor Mikesell. Monique Billings gets the steal, spin move, bounces around.
the
Enough said.
consistent aspect of what that team does. But I mean, I think most people would say, I would say full injury and illness, but I feel like overall Kurt Miller has done a nice job with that team.
Right under Atlanta. Now, mind you, even Atlanta on the road.
Finish the play.
Dolson, power dribble going right at the rookie. And
See, the off arm is where a foul probably should have been called.
you know, Ionescu. Technical shots for Atlanta. They drain them. Hesitation move, takes the bounce, gets the N1.
Earlier, just how challenging it has been to get 8
Points were a big part of it.
It was, and just the communication. But normally you can count AD for a bucket coming off of the bench.
Oh, absolutely. Built the confidence, getting back. Starting 7-6 Central on Ion. Comfortable being called she or her. And their decision to change. So New York, as what we're told, are going to be less than 2 minutes to play in this one. New York has never trailed in this ball game. They drop to 5-7 on the season.